Hello, fellow language enthusiasts. Meet our amazing team. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of linguistics with a theory that's as fun as it sounds, the X-bar theory. But don't worry, we'll keep it simple. Let's get started. Imagine you're a chef in a kitchen. You have different ingredients like noun, verbs, and adjectives. The X-bar theory is like the recipe book that tells you how to mix these ingredients to make delicious sentences. The secret recipe is all about the structure. In X-bar theory, we have three main ingredients: heads, complements, and specifier. Think of it like a sandwich. The head is the filling, the complement is the bottom bread, and the specifier is the top bread. Let's build a sentence sandwich. That we have is the bouncing ball was big and round. First, we start with the entire sentence structure, which is represented as tense phrase. Tense phrase is divided into noun phrase and inflectional phrase. Let's break down the noun phrase first. It starts with the determiner the. The noun phrase then splits into another noun phrase and an adjective phrase. Within this noun phrase, we have an adjective phrase and noun bar. The adjective phrase splits into a bar, which then splits into a. The n bar splits into n. Now let's move to the inflectional phrase. Inflectional phrase splits into I bar, an adjective phrase. The I bar splits into I. The adjective phrase further splits into a bar, a conjunction, and another a bar. The first a bar splits into a. The conjunction splits into and the second a bar splits into a. The second sentence is people with boxes of old clothes lined up at the door. First, we start with the entire sentence structure, which we call tense phrase. Tense phrase splits into noun phrase and verb phrase. Let's tackle the noun phrase branch first. The noun phrase splits into two segments, noun bar and prepositional phrase. The noun bar divides into noun, which is people. Next, the prepositional phrase splits into P bar and noun phrase. The P bar divides into P, which becomes with. The noun phrase then splits into another N bar and prepositional phrase. This prepositional phrase splits into P bar and adjective phrase. The P bar divides into P, which becomes of. The adjective phrase splits into A bar and noun phrase. The A bar splits into A, which becomes old. The noun phrase splits into N bar and N, which becomes clothes. Now let's move to word phrase. The word phrase splits into V bar and prepositional phrase. The V bar divides into V, which becomes lined. The prepositional phrase splits into P bar and another prepositional phrase. The P bar divides into P, which becomes up. The second prepositional phrase splits into P bar and noun phrase. The P bar divides into P, which becomes at. The noun phrase splits into D, determiner, and N bar. The D becomes the, and N bar splits into N, which becomes door. Putting it all together, we get the full X bar tree for the sentence. The teacher might think that you are trying hard. First, we start with the entire sentence structure, which we call tense phrase. Tense phrase splits into noun phrase and inflectional phrase. Let's tackle the noun phrase branch first. The noun phrase splits into two segments, determiner and N bar. The D becomes the and N bar divides into N, which becomes teacher. Next, let's move to the inflectional phrase. Inflectional phrase splits into I bar and word phrase. The I bar changes into I, which becomes might. The word phrase splits into V bar and complementizer phrase. The V bar divides into V, which becomes think, and CP splits into C bar and noun phrase. The C bar divides into C, which becomes that. The CP also splits into noun phrase and inflectional phrase. The I bar changes into I, which becomes R. The verb phrase splits into V bar and adverb phrase. The V bar divides into V, which becomes trying. The adverb phrase splits into A bar and A, which becomes hard. Putting it all together, we get the full X bar tree for the sentence. Remember, sentences are like trees with different paths branching out. Keep having fun with language.